that are in the ears of your wives, of your sons and of your daughters, and bring them to me." And all the people began tearing off the gold earrings that were in their ears and bringing them to Aaron. Then he took the gold from their hands, and he formed it with a graving tool, and proceeded to make it into a molten statue of a calf. And they began to say, "This is your God, O Israel, who led you up out of the land of Egypt." When Aaron got to see this, he went to building an altar before it. Finally Aaron called out and said, "There is a festival to Jehovah tomorrow." So on the next day they were early in rising, and they began offering up burnt offerings and presenting communion sacrifices. After that the people sat down to eat and drink. Then they got up to have a good time. Jehovah now said to Moses, "Go, descend, because your people whom you led up out of the land of Egypt have acted ruinously. They have turned aside in a hurry from the way I have commanded them to go. They have made a molten statue of a calf for themselves, and keep bowing down to it and sacrificing to it and saying, 'This is your God, O Israel, who led you up out of the land of Egypt.'" And Jehovah went on to say to Moses, "I have looked at this people, and here it is a stiff-necked people. So now let me be,